This is what I found really interesting about this class, and it's probably has more to do with the generation gap. It's rather obvious. I'm a bit older than most of you. Uh, Generation gap, my background in psychology. I have a degree in psychology from NKU, and I've worked with people most of my life. But the thing that caught my interest was, especially when we talked about performance, that I went back through the postings, and I found that out of, I think I counted 20, that 6 of the postings had to do with doing something, and 14 had to do with watching something. Now, that's a small sample, but it's interesting to me that the people are more interested in watching than doing. Of all the things we talked about, when you do something, there's not a lot of need for textual content. There's not a lot to worry about texture or style or context or framing. I mean, if you're playing basketball, you're just playing basketball. If you're pulling the engine out of a car, you're pulling the engine out of a car. It's not something you're worried about who's watching it. If you're watching something and you want to continue watching, especially a performance like a singer or a comedian on YouTube or any performance, that performer has to be careful about all the items that we talked about. So, as I said, the idea that I found really interesting was the difference between doing something and watching something.